Touch.
People always talk about my come up, cause I've been going all every summer. Pussy wanna talk about numbers, but your manager buying swipe show, so bummy ain't nobody out now that can touch us.
What's up, y'all? Screw the rules, YuGiOh here, and I got my boy Bernard Husk, who just went to the Indiana Regional yesterday. And what place did you get, bro?
I got 17. It was a big ass regional, 10 rounds, 596 people.
You said 596 people?
Yeah, it was
10 rounds.
It was a long day.
Bro, were you okay? That sounds like mentally exhausting. I won't
No,
even lie
it was exhausting. That's why we got the hotel the day before.
Oh,
so
okay. Do you remember your matchups?
Yeah, so round 1, I played Kashtira. Round 2, I played Trap Tricks. I lost that one.
Okay.
Ricky Hand game 3.
Gotcha.
Round 3, I played Altergeist.
Wait, my deck's back! My deck's back!
I 2-0'd that one.
Why are you like this?
And then round 4, I played Virtual World. Like they had like the Punk Engine in their deck too.
Gotcha, okay.
I 2-0'd them.
Easy clap.
5 round, I had Cash, 2-0'd them. Round 6, I had Trap Tricks, 2-1, I won that.
Okay.
Round 7, it was Sprite Runic, 2-0'd them. Round 8, I got Mathmech. Game 3, just straight Brick City. I was out there like Shaq, going crazy. Round 9, it was Sprite, 2-1. That deck's actually, that was probably one of the toughest matchups. I thought Sprite was dead. I thought that shit was buns. That was probably one of the hardest matchups I had all day.
Gotcha. I gave you run for your money.
I'm saying. Round 10, I had Cash, 2-0 them.
Congratulations on getting 17th place, Bernard. Bro, let's see this main deck profile.
Before I get into the profile, I want to give a shout out to my boy Pino. I was bugging that man all week trying to help me get this deck profile ready. Shout out to Primetime Sports. That place kind of breeds champions. That's like my normal locals.
Hey.
Shout out to EG because they let me do it here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to EG. They got a great shop over here, y'all. Great shop. Come through. All right, let's get into this main deck.
All right, it's pretty standard. Best card in the deck, Unicorn, 1 card starter, 1 card combo starter. It searches Theosis and searches Birth. Then we got Fenrir.
This man got the ulti.
You know what I'm saying? And they got the Japan Sun. Rasengan going crazy, yo. Can't do it. This one was always coming up when I wanted to get rid of like problem cards or even just help me push for game. They have 1 monster attack, clear, and then push for game. So
Fenrir alone just puts so much pressure
Fenrir puts
by
a lot
itself.
of pressure. Like,
yeah.
It's nuts. I played 3 prize heart.
Not 2?
No, I played 3 because going into a long event, you basically want to have the most consistency.
10 rounds, man.
So yeah, especially when it's going to be a bigger event, maybe not a locals, but like a bigger event, you want more consistency. I mean, when this card comes up, if you have at least Birth or Theosis, or maybe even a Scareclaw, possibly, depending on what the rest of your hand is, this is still just a 1 card starter too. It was a busted card.
Okay, but 3/3/3.
And then the one-ofs, Ogre.
Gotta search that trap,
This
bro.
one is for prep.
Gotta search the
because,
trap.
you know, I was expecting there was going to be a lot of Labyrinth and Trap Tricks. I'm happy I didn't play Labyrinth. It's just nuts. It's another name, and it's a big body. This one, nuts.
Attack and then effects are negated.
Yeah, that one is nuts. So
that just happens on declaration?
Yeah, like if you have Scareclaw, Kashtira, and you have Fenrir.
All I'm saying is because this man outed my Dragoon today at locals with this combo. Because even though Dragoon can't be targeted, this man just says battle.
Yup. Yeah, shout out to MST TV because I probably wouldn't have figured that out.
Oh, okay. Shout out to MST. All right. Thank you for the combo.
But yeah, because this one is a continuous effect.
Yeah.
So the way it works, as soon as you declare an attack, that's considered one of your Kashtira monsters battling. So as soon as you declare, because of this on field, that monster is automatically negated. And for the last 3 monsters, Ash Blossom.
Got the hand trap.
It's nuts. Goes crazy. Didn't see any Despia, but it's still pretty good for a lot of the matchups that I had.
Just hits anything.
Exactly. There's the generic card that's really pretty good. For the spells, play 4 field spell. You know, got to consistency.
Ooh, got the ulti terraform. Let's go.
I'm saying, all high rarity. And then I played 3 Theosis.
Yeah.
You know, kind of mandatory. Pretty nuts.
Just consistent.
I played 3 Birth. Again, for the consistency reasons, because you know, if you open a name, you still want to see this, because this still will let you normal summon, special summon, depending on what the name, as long as it's not Scareclaw. Any other combination, Rise Heart, Fenrir, Unicorn, this is get you full combo.
Yeah,
so,
you just activate 1 cash monster, you just search your whole,
Yeah,
your whole engine.
it was good as an extender. It did its job. If they did out a Rise Heart, I was usually able to get at least one monster back on board. Once stuff started going to grave, I was still able to hit like key engine pieces.
Gotcha.
So if you want to play the 2, go for it. But
Three birds go crazy.
More consistency is nuts. And you know, we got a dig for 6. And the extra deck why I play this as well. Some people want to play Desires and 7 stars. This is
Jesse Cotton, yeah.
I mean, I'd rather dig for 6 and get the card I need than get a random 2. And then on top, if you're able to get to Rise Heart, this just lets you get more material under it.
And it makes Goliath go off, right?
It's how you attach Goliath, how you attach Garura, Natis, if you play Natis, Fossil, Buggy, whatever. You know, some people playing weird text for when stuff goes to grave. It's not even just to get a starter, it's also to get more protection for what you might need. Also for when you side deck, you know, you want to try to get to the cards that you sided in if you don't open them up, because that might be the card that breaks your board. Actually, yeah, this card won me one of my cash matchups. Dude did the full 5 zone lock, but he locked all 5 monster zones. I just go Prosperity. 6th card was Book of Eclipse.
Ooh, GG, no reason.
He didn't chain any of his effects either, so, you know, I was like, I'm in there like swimwear.
That's crazy.
Boom, activate book all of the stuff, and he was one of the cash players that used Shangri-La on my turn. So
gotcha.
Zeus one. Easy Zeus one.
Hear that, y'all? Bernard telling y'all just got to sit on the Rise Heart and pass.
You know what I'm saying? Every cash matchup that I had, they did the zone lock every time, and I 2-0'd all of them except for my very first match. I dropped 1 game to cash. Other than that, 2-0'd every single cash player I played.
Gotcha.
And then utility.
Ooh,
I'm playing 6 books.
Oh, whoa.
Eclipse is kind of nuts with the next tech. So I did book, because sometimes you don't want to do Eclipse to book your own monster, because like I said, the Macrocosmos is already putting in a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Trap tricks, you know, if you book their force normal summon,
they can't link.
They can't really do anything. So it's really good, you know, for the mirror match. You know, if it's Unicorn, you wait till they do Theosis to target it. If it's Fenrir, you know, you just book it. You know, it's just a good generic trading 1-for-1. I was also expecting to see a lot of trap decks. You know, this will help you get around skill drain. So flip your own stuff, you know, so it resolves.
Fenrir, Unicorn, get the stuff go off.
Fenrir, go to battle phase, attack, declaration effect, target skill drain, book your monster so it still goes through. And same with the trap tricks deck, you know, because you're playing the floodgate trap hole to book your stuff permanently. If you chain a book to your own monster, it's no longer permanently flipped. So if they can't out it, you can flip it next turn. So it was more utility for back row deck, for the mirror matches and other like random matchups that you might have.
Gotcha. Wow, that's really techy. Okay.
Yeah, so they were actually huge for a lot of my strategies with the Rise Pass.
Gotcha.
And then the next card, Lance.
Bro, you gotta protect the big boy.
Fam,
you gotta protect the big boy.
This was one of the MVPs of the day. Like this card was nuts.
Did you always have it?
I didn't always have it, but when I had it, I won that game.
Goddamn right.
And then I had
we got the traps,
prep,
okay?
1 big bang.
Yup.
Prep, it didn't really come up much just because I didn't really have a lot of trap decks that I had to go against where it was gonna help me rip a card from hand. But it wasn't bad, you know, anytime I had it, I would still set it if I was able to get the Scareclaw in hand, because if they outed my Rise Heart, I could banish it, summon it back with this. So this was nuts. This one, I didn't really use it, you know, set up the zone lock combo. I would still banish it off Rise Heart, because once you detach this, you know, if you find a way to attach it to a Rise Heart, you banish this, you get its effect, and then you use its effect to target a Rise Heart, and then special the Fenrir that's still attached to it. So now you have another form of interruption if they still try to combo off. And then the last 2 chose evenly.
Ooh, in the main.
Yes.
Did you see this card at all?
Yes, I had 1 match. He made a Rise Heart, set 4, pass. I had this in hand. GG's. Battle phase, end the battle phase, activate. This card was nuts anytime I saw it.
And that's it for the main?
Yeah, so
right,
40 card main deck.
40 card main deck. All right, let's see this extra deck, Bernard.
Extra deck, we balling. You feel me? Gotta get a 3rd one.
Rich.
But we got 2. Got 2 Starlights. That one also lets you attach from their main deck.
Right, good to you, bypass.
Only the Starlight.
We only gotta explain this guy. This guy's heart and soul.
Yeah, this is literally the only card I go into. The entire regional, this was the only card I made. I never made Shangri-La once. Never used it, never made it, never needed it.
He said, we don't need the zone lock, bro. This man just put so much pressure.
This card was a nightmare for every deck that I played.
Gotcha.
They had trouble dealing with it. This was the only card I went into all weekend. And then after that, 2 Shangri-La.
Never saw it.
Like I said, never used it. For whatever reason, my opponents love using theirs when it was my turn.
You just looked at him and said, "What are you doing, bro?"
Hey, if they want to keep doing it, have fun.
Hey, you take those wins. We take those wins.
Just do it when you play me. Just keep doing it. You know, I played 2 Zeus.
That Starlight?
Yup, Starlight Zeus.
My God, Bernard.
So the one with the Starlight, when you use its effect to detach, you also clear their hand. So like it's pretty nuts.
Are you playing 2 for the prosperity? Or are you playing 2 because you go into 2?
I'm playing 2 just for Diabolus.
Oh, if they rip it, gotcha.
Yeah, so
okay,
I just
gotcha.
play 2 for if they rip it. 1 Diabolus, never made it the entire tournament.
Because we weren't zone lock.
Yeah, it's there. Like, I mean, you know, if some of my matchups would have been different, I might have. If I had Despia, I might have went for a 5 zone lock in the back. But because I didn't see Despia or Labyrinth, maybe I still would have went for the 5 zone lock. I played 1 Big Eye because I only have 1 Big Eye. Never made it. You know, it's there for cash.
Gotcha.
Dark Arm. This one was nuts.
Whoa, what does this card do?
So it's effect and it's not once per turn. You can detach a material, you target a card, you pop it, and then you banish a card from your grave. It's not once per turn. So like, say you have a Theosis engraved. You know, you can use its effect, banish, and say you have another banished Kashtira. You banish the Theosis and then add that card back to
yeah.
them.
Oh, that's 2 utilities in there.
Yeah, this one was nuts. And then my spicy tech, show you first, Infinitrack. You know, because I'm playing a Rise Heart Pass, this one is like really important because they're going to be trying to destroy it. It was basically just another way to ensure that my Rise Heart couldn't get destroyed.
Gotcha.
You know, if I'm able to lance it and then this, it's like, you better have a Kaiju or a Kurikara. It's a good utility card. It definitely came up in the Runic matchup.
Yeah, they can't pop it.
Yeah. Downer, you know.
Ooh, why Downer?
If you get nibbed or if you nib, you know, you just normal summon an Ash or Rise Heart, link into this. Its effect is you target itself and then target a monster on the opponent's board and then you pop both. So then it leaves your board open to be able to special summon, like, you know, your own cash monster.
Gotcha.
So, or if your opponent Ibly locks you, you still just try to normal summon a monster and then link into this.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
and then Garura, prosperity
why
target.
Garura?
Most of the time, a Rise Heart is not getting outed by it being destroyed. They're gonna kaiju it, you know, Labyrinth has like Underroot.
Oh,
stuff
so
like
when it
that.
goes to
so
grave
when it goes
eventually.
to grave, I at least can draw one.
Gotcha.
So this is just to give another draw. I didn't want to do Natis because, like I said, most of the time they're outing it. They're either kaijuing it, and I wouldn't really want to pop the kaiju because it's like my last line of defense. If they out it, I would rather draw one and hopefully draw an engine piece.
Draw some gas.
Yeah, draw something to help me try to come back.
Gotcha. Okay, that's why you're playing. All right.
So my spice, BLS.
All right. How many times you gone in it?
Not once.
Yeah.
The theory behind it is it's really good against Labyrinth, really good against Trap Trick.
You can't target it.
Yeah, because when you use a level 7, it can't be targeted. So, you know, if you're able to clear a monster, get it to 45, Labyrinth has nothing that can
they're
beat
not.
over.
They're not getting over that.
They're going to need skill drain. Have a skill drain or you're not doing anything.
Right, gotcha.
So that's really their only way to out this. So really good tech for Labyrinth and Trap deck matchups in general.
Gotcha.
The last spice, Scareclaw Tryhard.
Okay, and why are we playing this one? Just because we run the Scareclaw or what?
No, it's nuts. Branded can't out it.
Brandon can't out it.
Unless they're playing Branded Beast or Druid Worm, they can't out it. Everything they have goes into defense and it's unaffected by any effect activated in defense. Name a main deck Despia monster that can beat this. A main deck Branded monster that can beat this. Like I said, they need Branded Beast or Druid Worm to out it. They can't even out this with a Dragoon, and it beats over a Dragoon. It's a continuous effect that puts everything in defense.
Jesus, did that come up for you or you did not make it?
I never made it because I didn't play any Despia, but it was there for it. In theory, like if you get that out against some matchup, like they literally can't play it. It's a Babuska on wheels.
Gotcha. Okay, and that's it for the extra deck?
Yeah, extra deck,
All
15
right,
card extra deck.
let's see this side deck, bro. That got you.
Side
17th place at the
I'm gonna
regional.
start with the board wipes. I played 2 kaiju.
For the mirror?
Yes. So the kaijus were for mirror matches because I expected every cash player to be doing a Rise Heart Pass.
Yeah.
So I didn't want a dead lava golem in my hand. And then vice versa. If they do the 5 zone lock, say they did do monsters, cool. I don't need my board to summon this. So it was basically just to have an even trade because I didn't want to solely focus on one and be like, oh man, they only made 1 monster. Now I can't do anything.
So you would decide all 4 in?
Depending on the matchup. Some matchups, you know, like for trap tricks, I would put the lava golems because you want to get rid of the Sarah and the Rafflesia.
Yeah, they usually have 2 or more.
So they usually have 2 on board. Sword Soul, you know, you want to get rid of the Baron and the Shishao. It turns off their blackout as well. I think Lava Golem came up a couple times. Kaiju maybe once. They weren't big, but I definitely wouldn't cut them from the side.
Gotcha, okay.
Shifter.
Really? We're still playing Shifter?
Yes. So I played Shifter. I was stuck between Shifter and Droll. My whole thing was, you know, branded can still play,
Yes,
but
they
it
can still
shuts
play.
off Mirror Jade. While yes, they can still get to it, it's still a little tougher for them to get to the gimmick puppet. It was for Runic, so they don't get any of the recursion.
Yeah.
Naturia, they can't play without a grave. It's basically any deck that needs their grave to play.
Gotcha, gotcha.
So it was just for those matchups.
Gotcha.
Just a generically, you know, good card. And then I played Ghost Bell.
And that's just for the branded matchup?
Ghost Bell was for Gimmick Puppet, so they can't expulsion if at least one of the targets is engraved
Yeah.
that they're targeting. Clearly, if both are banished, I can't really do anything. Versus Labyrinth, you can use it first for the big welcome.
Gotcha.
So I wanted
yeah.
more cards for some of the trap decks. You can use it for some of the trap tricks cards because there's some that can special them back from grave. In the mirror match, you can use it on Birth, Scareclaw.
Brandon
stuff
can
like
hit
that.
Lupelion.
So it was just an overall good card. And
Next
then
one.
3 Cosmics.
Ooh, and we got the ulti. My God, flexing
man,
over
big
here.
ballin'
And it's just
out
for the
there.
back row decks?
Yes, it was also in there for ninjas.
Ninjas?
Because I expected to see that because ninjas, their most important cards are their back row cards. Most of them are continuous. So if you're able to out those, you're in a pretty good position. And then the one pointer.
God bless. Going
Any-
first, rip.
I saw this card maybe 3 times the whole tournament. Every time I used it, I won that game. it was nuts. And the reason I'm even only playing one going first card is because my main deck is built for a Rise Heart pass. So I didn't want to take out the books, the Eclipse, the Lances, because if they're able to break my board, that's what's going to help me survive. Doesn't matter who I'm playing, what I'm doing, I'm always just doing a Rise Heart pass. So that card was nuts, and then the third evenly.
Again, Bernard, congratulations on getting 17 players at the
Appreciate
Indiana
it.
Regional with how many players, bro?
596.
Do you have any shout outs, Bernard, before we go?
Hey, shout out to the boys, shout out to my gang, Mula gang, shout out to EG, Duels, my boy Pino, and the boys over at Prime Time.
Yay. Again, congratulations, Bernard. We're going to see you in the next one, bro. All right. Peace.
Boys.
Oh, yeah. I'ma chase a bag and stack it like it's Lego, yeah. Blessing, but I don't deserve a halo, yeah. I'm a different breed, been real from the get-go, yeah.
Search.
People always talk about my come up, cause I've been going on every summer. Pussy wanna talk about numbers, but your manager buying swipe show so bummy, ain't nobody out now that can touch us.